Okay, so we're going to start with Peter Constant. He doesn't have any special movement abilities, so he is going to, I think, spend his entire turn walking over to where the twins are so he can defeat that enemy there. So he's going 1, 2, 3. And then hopefully he doesn't get stomped by the warden before he can kill those enemies. That was his whole turn, like I said. He could have run, but then he doesn't want to have to go farther than that. I guess if he runs, he can still use abilities that don't cost AP. But I don't think any of them are going to be helpful to him where he is. So the next character is Marcus Dieter. He is in the space with an enemy, so he might want to take care of that. But he also he gets to reduce his cooldown. So he has his personnel only, which move 3 spaces in any direction, and gain +2 defense for this round. So I think he might do that, because there's no point in killing that enemy. It's not going to do anything for us. So we're going to use our personnel only that costs 1 action. He's moving 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And then he is going to, I guess he's going to run, and going to go 1, 2, 3. So he is in the same space with the twins and everybody else. And remember, he gets +2 to his defense for this round because of his cool personnel only ability. No, he can't do that. Never mind. Okay, he moves 1, 2, 3. He can't run because he used an action to use his personnel only ability. So he gets 2 more movement. He can just go 1, 2, and he's just going to stay there for now, unfortunately. But that's okay. So the next character is Helena Swan. She's going to reduce her cooldowns. And let's see, she's going to kill this scavenger. So I think she's going to save her hypnotizing eyes. I don't think there's a reason to... Well, she should use her hypnotizing eyes. So she's going to use hypnotizing eyes. That's 8 dice. She ought to kill this thing with 8 dice. You know what? First thing she's going to do is try and open the door. Okay, this will be easy. Oh, it's barricaded, which means she needs to spend actions or durability of weapons in order to open it. So this steel cross isn't that great. I think she's just going to put 2 durability on the steel cross, and that'll open the door. That didn't cost any extra actions, which is good, because now she can spend 1 action for her hypnotizing eyes, which she gets to roll 8 dice. That's 7. And she, surprisingly, only rolled 2 successes on that. That's amazing. So it says you can move 1 space in any direction, recover 1 health. It doesn't say that you can ignore enemies, so I'm going to say no, she can't move 1 space. But she did recover the health, which is good. And we get 2 damage on that guy. So that was 1, 2, and then her last action, she's going to attack him with the steel cross. And that did 2 more damage, so he's dead. And we can reduce our cooldown on the hypnotizing eyes. Okay, that was her entire turn, and now Dale Walker is the star of the show, and he's going to try and kill these enemies with Earthquake. So, he's going to use his Earthquake ability, which is 4 dice for each enemy, move each damaged monster up to 1 space in any direction. Several of the monsters have already taken a little damage, so this should be good. So there's 3 enemies there. That means he's rolling 12 dice. I can roll these 6 dice twice. I'm going to take an Insanity and also roll the Chaos die. because I really want to kill these enemies. Okay. So far, 3 successes, plus 1 from the chaos die. So we're going to roll these 6 dice again. Remember, the 3 successes plus 1. Only 2 more successes. So that is a total of 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. That could have gone better, but you know, that's fine. So we have 6 successes minus 1 defense. That's 5 damage I can deal out. I have to deal at least 1 damage to every enemy. So we're going to put 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. That's 1, 2, 3. And then put 1 more on each of these mental patients, which will kill them. So I get to reduce one of my cooldowns by 1. We are going to reduce the Blade Equilibrist, I think, by 1. Both those enemies are dead, which means we get to reduce the counter by 2 on this. We're working on saving them twins. And that was his one action. His next action is going to be the coup de grace, which is critical strike and precision, so that ought to kill this last guy. And it's 5 dice. Is that 5 dice? That's, I think, 6 dice. Yeah. So that ought to kill this last patient, hopefully. Oh, not my lucky day. That didn't do anything. My gosh. That just rolled 1 success, and that did not get through the guy's shields. So that didn't do squat. He now has 9 damage to him, so he's in trouble, actually. And if he can't kill this enemy. So I guess the only thing to do... I mean... Yeah, he doesn't have any weapons or anything he can use. He might be dying, actually. The only thing to do is just do an unarmed fist attack against this thing, because all my skills are on cooldown. That was just a really unlucky roll. So we're going to do an unarmed fist attack. We're going to take another insanity and roll the chaos die. So let's see what we can do. We just need... The guy's got 3 more damage plus 1, so we need 4 successes. It's going to be hard, but we'll see it. Okay. No, didn't work out. We got 2 successes, though. So that deals 1 additional damage to this guy, and that's just what we're going to have to live with for now. Which is, this is really, really bad, because that means... Oh, dear. That means that Peter Constant and the twins are about to get stomped. Unless I can avoid taking any damage from the mental patient's attack this round, which I might be able to. But we'll see. Alright, it's monster time. Let's see what they have got cooking up. He demands blood. Ugh, I hate this one. Okay. The warden moves 1 space forward on the insomnia track unless players sacrifice 3 plus the total number of characters damage. So I think we can do that. So there's 4 characters. I would have to sacrifice 7 health. I can't do it with Dale Walker, but I also really want to avoid the warden moving onto this space and stomping Peter Constant, because that would be pretty much just as bad. Plus, it would keep the warden back a little bit more. So let's take this damage. We'll figure out how we can divide it up. So Helena Swan is totally fine with taking damage. So, like, I could give her, like, 5 and do 1 each to the other characters. I think I'll do that. So Helena is taking 5 damage, and these other 2 are each taking 1. So we'll replace that with a 3. Alright. And then we again have the effect that reduces the defense of twins And then the warden is moving on to the 7 space here, which means he's going on to the 8 next turn, as long as we draw an appropriate movement card, of course. And then everybody else moves. So we've got Scavenger moving twice here, Patient moving once here, a Patient moving once here. That Patient's not moving. This Scavenger, or this Patient, is moving over here. This Scavenger is moving 1, 2. That's all one space, right? These guys are each moving 1 space. Is that everybody? Did this nurse move? I don't think she moved. She's going forward 1. Nobody's got a Soul Eater trap on them right now. So that will do it. And then we're going to spawn some enemies. A11 for a Scavenger. B4 for a Patient. So A11 and B4. Perfect. And then we're going to deal with the attacks. So we will start in this corner here. That Mental Patient is on the same space with the twins and Dale Walker. You know what? I'm going to have him attack the twins because I don't want Dale Walker to die. Actually, I don't get a choice. It's whoever has the lowest remaining health. And unfortunately, that is Dale Walker. So we're going to spend another Insanity, and we're going to get the defense die for this one. Oh, my lord. Oh, that was awful. So many successes. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. I only rolled 1 on the defense die. Dale Walker is dead. Oh, this is going to be really, really bad. Okay, so Dale Walker died. When you die, you... let's look at the rules again. I think you get 1... You heal all your wounds. You remove 2 Insanity, so back down to 3 for him. The Warden moves 3 spaces on the Insomnia track, and all your items lose 1 durability or charge. Okay, so this is sucky. So he's going back to the beginning. And let's put him somewhere where he can get back into the action relatively quickly. So we'll put him over here. And that means the Warden is now going to move 3 spaces on the Insomnia track, which is really bad. He's going to go here and stomp everybody there. And remember, Stomp is roll the Chaos Dice twice, dealing totally unblockable damage to the character for each skull rolled, then move to the next space on the Insomnia track. So, we're rolling the Chaos Die twice, 1 for Peter Constant, and then twice for the twins. Alright, for Peter Constant, he's taking 5 damage from that. The twins are taking 4 damage, which I think is going to kill them. They're at 5 right now, plus 4, that'll kill them. So, we have to figure out what's happening here. I think the Peter Constant took 5. This guy moves 1 more space forward, and then he was moving 3. So he was here 1, and then this was a free 1, 2, 3. Then he moves 2 spaces forward for killing the twins. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, this is awful. Wow. Talk about your chain whatevers. Anyway. So, that means the twins are relocating. So, the twins are going to respawn somewhere. B11. So actually not very far from where they were. And they're going to heal up their damage. Oh, I didn't even realize they were on top of a memory token. I guess I can grab that. Okay, so that was the first attack. Next, we are going to have the two attacks down here. So we've got a mental patient and a scavenger. We'll have the scavenger roll first. Rolled 2 successes. She has 1 defense, so that's 1 hit. And then the mental patient rolled 2 successes. She has 1 defense, so that's another hit, so she's up to 7 damage now. Wow. Okay. And I think that was it. That was the whole thing. But we are suddenly much closer to losing the game. So, that sucks. Yeah, if only Marcus Dieter could have gotten closer. But he was not able to do so. Okie dokie. So, let's put this away. So we're going to start with Marcus Dieter. He is going to, I guess, go... You know what? I gotta use that ragdoll at some point. Yeah, this is a weapon. I'm going to move these around a little bit. This is a weapon that is not. But yeah, he's going to go try and, I guess, finish off that mental patient. I think first thing he's going to do is... Let's see, he's got a pretty full inventory, though. Yeah, he can't really hold anything else. So he's going to move 1 and try and finish off the mental patient, I guess with his lobotomy spike. I mean, he's really not that great at attacking. But we'll see what we can do. He's going to take an insanity, and he's going to roll the chaos die too. Okay, he rolled a 6, which means he gets to add the chaos die again. So that is 3 successes so far, plus 1. So that's 4 successes. That'll kill off the mental patient. That's actually really good. And I didn't do the cooldowns, so cooldown yourself. Perfect. Alright, so that mental patient is dead. We get to reduce the timer on this by another 1. And we are going to again reduce the cooldown on something. Probably the bedside manners, because he's going to need to heal somebody. So that was 1 action. Oh, and I rolled a 1 for the lobotomy spike, so it's dead. It's done. So we'll put that back in that deck. And then I think... Let's see. I think he's sort of defenseless, so he's going to go down here for his second action, and he's going to figure out what's under that body. It was some equipment, so let's see what he found. Zombie's teeth. Used to automatically pass an imagination test. Perfect. Okie dokie. Now it's Helena Swan's turn. So she's in the space with 2 enemies. She's going to reduce her cooldowns. And I think she's going to use her shotgun. So she's got a pretty nice one, actually. And I think she's going to use the normal attack on the shotgun, which, because the other one costs 2 durability, it doesn't seem worth it. So she's going to use the one that just rolls 6 dice against 1 enemy. That is 2 successes, but the shotgun gives her +1 to attack rolls, so that's 4 successes. I didn't really say who she was targeting. It was the mental patient. And it has fire, so it cuts through the defense, 1 defense, and it's a power attack, but that doesn't matter, so the mental patient is dead. So we're going to reduce the cooldown on Hypnotizing Eyes, I believe. And we did get 1 durability loss for that. We're going to shoot the shotgun at the... Actually, we'll just use the Steel Cross on the next guy. So this is attack number 2. We got 3 successes, so he's dead. It didn't take any durability. We're going to reduce the cooldown on Hypnotizing Eyes again. And then for my last action, I'm going to move here, and I can pick up that memory token later. Alright. It is time for Dale Walker. He's back from the dead again. I think he's the only character who's died this game. So he's going to go 1... I think he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 by running. And he's going to try and open up that space because, I mean, what's the point of going up there? Those twins are pretty much dead anyway. So that was his turn. Oh, I need to reduce all his cooldowns. Lots of them, too. And he needs some equipment. So I think Marcus Dieter was going to give him some, but that didn't turn out. So maybe Helena can give him some. He's not great at searching. And then Peter Constant is going to have to kill the enemy in his space. So he's got a really cool meat cleaver, actually. He gets a free attack with a scalpel, so let's do that first. He gets 1 additional die because he has a sharp mind. And that was 3 successes. The mental patient has 1 defense, so he takes 2 damage. And I did roll a 1, so we take 1 durability on the scalpel. We are going to now attack with the wooden cross, which again is 5 dice. Actually, we'll use the meat cleaver because that's 6 dice plus 1, which is 7. Ton of successes, so that guy's dead, but we do get 1 durability. That guy's dead. And we are going... you know what? Helena killed 2 enemies, didn't she? So she gets to heal 2 of her damage. I forgot about that. And then for my last action, I'm going to take this memory token, and we will see another Peter Constant's memories. Memory strip 1. The nurse with the dead gaze came earlier with another tray full of medications. You remember pill after pill being forced down your throat with a silicone glove. Soon the drugs turn into spiders. You can feel them in your stomach, swarming, squeaking, laying eggs. Reach for a sharp object to let them loose. It's an imagination test. And if I fail, I take some damage. You know what? I should have used lifelink when I did that last attack. Yeah, I'm going to have done that. Retcon. I'm going to use lifelink because that attack did like, what, 4 damage, 5 damage? You know what? I'm not going to retcon it. I'm going to have to live with my mistakes. So hopefully I don't take damage from this, because that could suck. It could potentially kill me. So I'm taking damage. It says 1d3, so it killed me. Wow. Yeah, I should have done lifelink. I'm not even paying attention to most of my abilities. So now he's dead. Oh my gosh. That sucks. Okay, so again, he's going to heal all his health. I think he loses 2 insanity. He gets 1 durability on each of his things. So let's see, that was 6. So now it's just at 7. This one is now at 2. This one is now at 5. This one gets 1. And the backpack doesn't have any. And he's going to respawn somewhere in the middle. We'll have him be sort of close to the action too. We'll put him over here. Again, the warden moves forward 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Man, I could have used lifelink. I was really stupid that I didn't do that, because I have all of my skills available to me. It really, really would have been easy to do that. I probably should just go back and retcon it, but also sort of going to need to wrap up the game soon anyway, so I'll just live with my errors. I mean, there's no reason to use lifelink in the future now, like anywhere in the near future. By the time it would have cooled down, that's stupid. Anyway, so that was, I guess, his whole turn. And now he has this memory strip. He has a special action. You can get an extra skill by getting rid of 2 memories. But it doesn't say it takes an action. So I think we can do this. Let's check that in the rules, just to be sure. Okay, at any point in the game, without any cost, you can trade 2 memory cards for 1 basic skill. So we're going to do that with Peter Constant's 2 memory cards. And we will hopefully give him a nice skill here. So he has Karma. The round monsters attacking you must reroll each success that's not a 6. That's a good one. Or Angel's Favor. We're going to take the Karma skill, because that's a defensive skill. We don't have any of those yet. And I can have up to 6 skills, so we are good on that limit. Okie dokie. And then I think that was it for the players, and then it's the monster's turn. Alright, we have our special monster helping us for the monster turn. You're a special monster, right? Yes, you are. So, let's see what we get. No event and the red star. The red star is always bad. Let's see what it is. Twins attack a character in their space. No effect. Okay, that's not bad at all. So, no event, red star. The warden does move forward. And then we're going to have to spawn 2 nurses. But first, all of the enemies move and attack. So, Scavenger, like 1, 2, Patient 1. Scavengers move in here, attack these twins. Patient moves up 1. Nurse is going to move toward this guy. This guy is going to move over here. These each are going to move 1. That was easy. Now we're going to spawn the nurses at B11 and C1. So B11 and C1 for the nurses. B11 is in the space with the twins. My gosh, that was sort of unlucky. And C1 is over here. Alright. So, then the enemies attack. So, starting over here with the scavengers. The scavenger is rolling 5 dice. That's 5 dice. So, we'll see. 1 attack cuts through the defense. Let's see if they can defend against it with their avoidance. No, they don't avoid it. So, these twins are taking an additional damage. They're now up to 6. That means that Marcus Dieter, if he can actually go save them and complete the objective. And then the nurse is fighting the twins over here. So the nurse has no skills. She rolls 6 dice, though, and she succeeds on a 4 or better, so she's a little deadlier. Oh my gosh. And that was bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. The twins have a defense of 2, so they take 2 damage. I guess it wasn't that bad. It seemed bad at the time. Okay. Very nice. That was quick. And then we're going to pass the first player marker on. Okay, we're going to begin with Helena Swan. She's going to reduce all of her cooldowns. She is going to figure out what this memory is. That's another memory strip. I've been getting a lot of memory strips. I haven't been getting a lot of the actual, good memories. Your childhood friend sits in the hallway waiting to meet you. His smile fades as you approach. I think we've seen this one already. What have they done to you? He looks around to see if you're alone, then puts his arms around you. Let me help, he whispers, while constricting you harder. You struggle to take a breath. Soon you will be free. Roll an imagination test. Fail, lose 1 insanity, which means gain 1 insanity, which means lose 1 sanity. Anyway, I succeeded. Alright, so we've got a memory up here. Okay, so that was her first action. For second action, she's going to open this door, which was just swinging wide and free. For her third action, she's going to move in here. And that's going to be her turn. All right. Dale's turn. Dale is going to reduce all his cooldowns. He is going to try to open this door for 1. It just swings wide open. That's good. But he can't really attack these enemies, I realized, because he doesn't have any weapons. So he's going to go... can Helena Swan give him a weapon? I mean, she's got a couple. So he could at least take the steel cross from her. So he's going to go 2, 3... and then he's going to use his acrobatic skills to move even further. And so he's now close to where Helena Swan is. Okay, that was Dale Walker's turn. It is Peter Constant's turn. He is stuck in a cell. There's a nurse right outside. I guess he's going to go kill a nurse. So he's going out here. He's going to use his abilities because he hasn't been doing that enough. He's going to use Demon's Favor. So he's going to attack with the wooden cross, and he's going to attack twice. And it gains the fire, which means that it cuts through her defense. So he's rolling 5 dice each time. 3 successes. And 1 more success. So that was 4. Takes 1 durability to his wooden cross, which means his wooden cross is done now, I think. It could have had up to 8 because he has a sharp mind, so his wooden cross is now done with. He gets to reduce a cooldown by 1. No, he doesn't, because he didn't kill anybody. He was at 1 here. He's going to get his free attack with a scalpel, because you might as well, right? So that's also 5 dice. And she's already taken 4 damage. So he just needs to deal 2 more. Wow. Yeah, he totally killed her. So she's dead. Now he can reduce a cooldown by 1. And he didn't take any durability on his scalpel, which is also cool. So that was 1, 2... The scalpel attack was free, so now he can move, I don't know. I guess he's got to try and save those twins, so he's going to go over here. Cool. And Marcus Dieter's turn. Again, all he's got to do is try and save those twins. Easier said than done, really. Oh, this wrench is also a weapon, so I guess we'll put over here. He's got a ton of weapons. So he's going to reduce all his cooldowns, which means that he can use his bedside manner. Did Helena Swan kill somebody on her turn? I don't think so. So, anyway, he could use his bedside manner if he wanted. He's going to go 1, like so, move into that space. He's going to use unstable energy, and we'll see what his bare fist attacks gain this turn. It was just a 2, which means they attack twice. So for his second action, he's going to, I guess, attack twice with bare fists. Nothing. Nothing. That's okay. And then for his third action, we're going to use Craziness Unleashed, because that's a pretty cool one. It's a little overkill for this enemy, but I really want to kill the enemy. So, Craziness Unleashed, attack with a number of dice equal to the character's maximum insanity, which is 8. So he's rolling 8 dice. And then I can also get +1 to attack rolls by spending something. But I'm gonna roll 1 extra die after this. Okay, 2 successes. And we're gonna roll 1 extra die. Come on, I just need a 5 or a 6. I guess I should have used my chaos die. Oh, I got a 5. Awesome. Okay, so that guy's dead. That means we've completed our objective, which is awesome. Let's get Craziness Unleashed cooldown. So we've completed the objective. The twins are saved. They're removed from play. This die goes back to my die pool, which means we get to start a new scenario. And just so happens at the very end of this round is when we are beginning the new scenario. So let's see what the next one's going to be. Okay, this one says it requires a specific quarter, which is the office, which I don't have, so we're going to draw another card. Memories. Let's figure out what Memories needs. Memories requires a specific quarter, the day room, which we do have. That's this one here. So we're going to do Memories. So we're going to place a Big Mama miniature in the guard room, place a cassette token on the space in the opposing corner of the board, whatever that means, and then randomize a diary token in each quarter and put a little girl miniature next to each one. Alright, I think I did that correctly. We've got our Big Mama miniature in this corner here. We've got our quote cassette tape in the opposite corner, which is really a VHS tape. And we've got 4 diary tokens randomized with little girls next to them. So let's see what's happening next. So we have to take the cassette token to the guard room to disable Big Mama's Eternal Grudge ability. Defeating Big Mama while the ability is active makes her respawn in the guard room. Picking up a cassette token costs 1 AP. Placing it in the character's inventory is a small tradable item. Holding the cassette token adds wholly to all of the character's attacks. That's pretty cool. After the cassette token is picked up, the girls and Big Mama always move toward the character holding it and gain +1 AP to do so. Bringing the cassette to the guard room makes the token disappear and disables Big Mama's Eternal Grudge ability. When a character with the cassette dies, leave the token on its space. So let's talk about these diary tokens. Diary tokens are the spawn points of the little girls. Removing the tokens from the board weakens Big Mama, reduces the number of girls on the board. To remove a token, a character has to be on the space with it, use an action point, and pass an imagination test. Failing the test makes Big Mama's attention turn to the character that failed it. During monster movement, instead of walking, she will appear at the last space that the test was failed on. Failing the test does not prevent the character from trying to pass it again, but each consecutive try for the same character in the same turn makes the difficulty higher by 1. Passing the test removes the token from the board, making Big Mama weaker with the following effects. Removing the first token disables 1 defense die. Removing the second token disables Little Girl's avoidance. Removing the third token reduces attack rating to 4. Removing the fourth token disables Leech Soul ability. Okay. When a little girl is defeated, it respawns on the farthest diary token at the beginning of the next monster's turn. If you remove diary tokens from the board, the little girls slowly lose their power to respawn. While there are still diary tokens on the board, the number of little girls on the board cannot be more than 1, more than the number of diary tokens. Although this says it must be equal to the number of diary tokens because of our handicap. Okay, sounds good. So basically, we can't kill the little girls, we can't kill the Big Mama until we take care of these diaries and the cassette tape, so-called. Let's see. Yep, that looks like it. So, we will get this all set up, and we'll do the monster turn when I return. And we are probably just going to play until the end of this scenario, or until this guy gets to 12. So we'll do this a level 3 game, right? It goes from level 1 to level 4. And we'll have this be a level 3 game because we got to pack it up pretty soon. Alright, so I've just taken a look at the new enemies I'm going to be facing, and I gotta say, they are horrible. They are gonna be some problems. So let's look at Big Mama for a second. So not only is she unkillable, but she also has this ability, Leech Soul, which means that any damage she deals, she heals to herself. She has health equal to 4 times the number of players, so 16. And she has this Chaos die that she adds to her attacks. And she's ethereal, which means she can just warp through walls and stuff. And just so happens that she started in the same space with Helena, so Helena is in big trouble. She's probably going to die immediately. The little girls are also ethereal, and they have avoidance 4, which means, remember, any damage they take, they roll a die, and 4 or better, they negate that damage. So they have a 50% chance of negating any damage. Both these people have defensive 3, and Big Mama, she hits on a 3 or better on all of her rolls. That is absurd. That means if she's rolling 6 dice, she's probably going to, on average, have at least 4 hits. Ugh, it's going to be awful. I don't think we're going to make it even the next couple of rounds, but we'll see. Movement. Alright, no event this time. That's sort of good. No stars or anything. I think that's good. I haven't really looked at the stars for this scenario. And we're going to randomize a memory token. A1. Delicious steak. So there's already one there. I don't think there's any limit to the number of tokens or enemies that can be in one space. I mean, there is a rule about that. So I assume I can just put another memory token right there. And then the Warden does move to number 6. And we are going to move all the other enemies. So, Big Mama's not going to move. The little girls are going to move. First, this patient moves in here. This scavenger moves in here. Oh man, this is going very poorly. This patient's going to move. This little girl is going to move out there. Little girl is going to move... Well, she's ethereal, actually. She could just walk through the wall right there. So I guess she's going to move here, because that's probably the closest to everybody. Well, let's see. If she went 1, 2, 3, 4... versus 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is going to be closer. Oh man, this etherealness is awful. Did this guy move? I don't remember. I think he did. I don't know. That nurse is going to stay where she is. This nurse is going to move. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. Same distance. So she's probably going to move toward Helena. So she's going to go like this. I already said that Mama's not going to move. This little girl is going to move probably through this wall like so. Oh man. That's another thing. This ethereal movement is a little difficult to tell where they should be going. I mean, just directly toward the nearest person, but there's so many possible paths. Like, okay, if I did this, 2, 3, that would work. Or if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that works too. This is farther, so I guess I do the top one. Anyway, 1, 1, and 1, like that. Okay. Cool, and then enemies are going to attack, and this is where it gets really awful. Alright, so we have a mental patient and a scavenger there. So, we are going to attack. We'll do the scavenger first, and I think we'll just leave that how it is. And the scavenger got 1 success, so that's fine. He's going to take 1 damage from that. And then we'll just let the mental patient attack, I think. That's fine. Oh, that sucked. 1, 2, 3. That sucked. So we're going to take this and we'll replace it with a 3 and a 1. That's awful. Well, he's about dead. That's okay. He can use his bedside manner on himself, I guess. I was considering doing a defense die on that one, but I decided not to. I probably should have. Now let's have this... Well, you know what? We should have had Big Mama attack first. So I'm not sure what this symbol means because it's not on my cheat sheet here. So I'm just inferring here. It says that by getting diaries, I can disable the defense die ability of Big Mama. So I'm thinking that she has this, that this symbol means that she rolls 2 defense dice when she's defending, which doesn't apply now. So we're just going to treat her attack like regular. And she rolled the weakest one, which is nice. 6 dice. Remember, she hits on a 3 or better. Helena would be stupid if she didn't roll a defense die for this one. So Helena's going to roll the defense die. And she doesn't have any defensive abilities, does she? No, not that she can apply. So, alright, so remember 3s or betters are successes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Versus Helena, who has 1, 2 defense. That is 3 damage, right? Yeah, that's 3 damage. So she is getting real dead now. That sucked. Cool. That was Big Mama. We already dealt with the ones up there. Now the nurse has to attack the twins, and I think that's going to be it for this round. So the nurse rolls 6 dice. Hits on a 4 or better. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. The twins have 2 defense, so they roll for their avoidance twice. And they didn't get it, so they take 2 more damage. So now they are up to a 4. So we'll take one of those away and replace it with a 3. Good. Okay, and that is the monster's turn. I surprised myself. I thought I was a goner, but actually survived that. I don't think we're going to win this scenario, but let's see if we can win. Maybe we can win the twins. I don't know. The problem is you got to get enemies over there attacking them. The enemies are all on other parts of the board, so it's not very helpful to me.